guys, so today I'm going to be reviewing an item. I know that's a shock because of all the hauls I've been doing lately, but I'm back with reviews because, I mean, have you seen the amount of things I've gotten that I need to review? So I'm definitely going to get on that now. So, the first thing is the Maybelline Dream Liquid Mousse Airbrush Finish, and this is in Porcelain Ivory Light 1. It's the very lightest shade in the collection. Now, this is the liquid version of the Dream Matte Mousse, or the Dream Matte Smooth, I think it's called. It's like kind of more watered down compact, I think. I haven't tried that, but so basically, this was $6 when I got it at Walgreens. It was on sale though, I believe it was $10 to begin with, and then in Walmart it was around $7 or $8. Price varies on location and what store you go to, because Walmart's always cheaper than Walgreens and CVS, I've found, unless there's a sale. So, alright, one big thing is this has a pump. A lot of people complain about liquid foundations today, they don't have pumps. One thing I have actually heard is that our liquid foundations that don't have pumps in the US have pumps in Europe. So I don't know if it's some sort of law in the US, but I found that really weird. And it stinks because you don't want to pour out like tons of liquid foundation and then half gets wasted and it's messy. The pump is a definite plus. Now the pump, it's in the mode that doesn't push out right now. If you twist it, then it will. So I'm going to swatch it. Okay. So that's the foundation. The cool thing about this foundation is it's a powder finish. It's a powder matte finish. So if you like a dewy look or shiny or anything but matte, this foundation isn't for you because it definitely gives off a matte look, so your face is matte. It dries to a powder finish, so the thing with that is you kind of have to work fast, because what I do is I put, you know, a little glob on my hand, the back of my hand, and then I'll use a stipple brush and I'll dab it in there, and then I'll dab it all over my face and then go back and blend those with the stipple brush, and then I'm done. Well, then I do the powder and everything. But that's what I do applying my foundation. Because personally I like how it looks when I use a stipple brush with liquid foundation, and a lot of people do, but if you use sponges or your fingers, that works too. But you have to work fast because it does dry. That's the thing. It dries to a powder finish. It doesn't stay liquidy until you set it. It just dries on its own. Like even now, the swatch on my hand is kind of getting dryish. It's a little thick, so it's not dry yet, but if you use a little amount, it's going to dry in patches if you don't blend it, so you gotta look out for that. I personally have nothing bad to say about this foundation, I feel, because it has the pump, which is a plus for a lot of people. It's 1 ounce, which is the typical foundation, the typical liquid foundation size. It is my skin tone. It's perfect. I really like the matte and powder finish, and I really don't have anything bad to say about this foundation. I did a lot of research before buying a liquid foundation because I personally always hated liquid foundations. I hated the mess, I hated how heavy they felt, and I just hated them altogether. That's why I always avoided them. But when it came time that I really wanted to try a good one, I searched so many reviews on YouTube by so many different people about so many different liquid foundations by several different brands, and this is the one that sounded the best to me. Now this is pretty sweat proof. I always recommend using a primer underneath, which I use L'Oreal Studio Secrets face primer right now, which is also very well, and I'm doing a review on that soon. But use a primer, and I still set it with a powder. Even though it has a powder finish, I set it with a powder so it lasts longer and it just looks good in my opinion. But maybe not a heavy powder. You know, you can use a translucent powder or a light coverage powder. But if you use a heavy powder, I feel like it will look cakey. But that's basically all I have to say about this foundation. I just really, really like it. And, you know, if you're looking for the things I looked for and mentioned, you will really like this foundation. And I really want to know who, you know, really likes this foundation, if you like Dream Matte Mousse, Dream Matte Smooth, the other variations, or whatever you use. If you were picky like I was with liquid foundations, all that good stuff, leave a comment below and I'd love to talk to you about it. So, I will definitely see you in my next video. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.